just keep falling on the wrong side of things this week. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday and turn it around. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. And hope your Thursday morning is off to a good start. And thanks for starting your morning right here on Winning Bets. Let's go ahead and recap Wednesday, and then let's get into some bets on Thursday. As you guys can see right there, Wednesday started off with the absolute dramatic cash, and it was in that Champions League game. Both teams to score, and over 2.5 games. And it was definitely one of those games where you're watching, and you see on social media, you know, that meme where the guy holding the stick trying to poke the dog, and he's just saying, do something, do something. That's what that game felt like. You just kind of needed one goal to just kind of open it up and then make one of the two teams really have to go for it at that point. And thankfully, there in that 70th minute, Mahrez found the back of the net with just a beautiful strike, burying that left-footed shot that he has, lethal left-footed he's got. Then that opened the game up, and that got Real Madrid really going, and they were able to get, obviously, two just super, super dramatic cashes. Obviously, the header there to send it in extra time. Phenomenal. And then watching that extra time, still shocked that it's not an all-English final, to be quite honest. Up two goals. I think, with 20 minutes to go, relatively speaking. Everybody thought that was over. But credit Real Madrid, just kept finding, kept chipping in balls, and eventually, like I said, found a header that sent it to extra time. Just good work there by Real Madrid. Good game. First 60 or so minutes, there were chances. It was one of those games where if you lose that bet, you try and talk about how great the chances were, we just missed over 2.5 and both teams to score. They weren't really all that great chances in that first 60 minutes, but got that goal, and then more goals came, thankfully. So, fantastic game. Now we get Real Madrid versus Liverpool. A repeat of 2018? If I recall correctly, that final between Real Madrid and Liverpool. Well, we get to run that back there in a couple weeks in, I think it's France, or Paris. Yeah, Paris. I think that's where that final is being held this year. So, either way, plenty of time to, do the build-up to that game, but I know everybody's going to be looking forward to Real versus Liverpool. In baseball, we missed both of our pitching props. Peralta under 6.5 Ks, ended the game with 7 Ks, and like it just seems to happen, right? He K'd his last batter, although they actually did run him out for that 6th inning, which is a little bit surprising to me, but he instantly gave up a walk and a hit and ended up getting pulled. But yeah, just K'd the last batter there in the 5th inning to get his 7th K. Unfortunate right there. And Gore over 5.5 Ks. That was never close. Love that bet at plus money with what he had been doing to start his season, going up against that team that had been strikeout heavy. I was really surprised that one didn't cash. But we did cash our second F5 team total in the first inning. Remember, 2 days ago, we cashed the Phillies in the first inning. Well, yesterday, we cashed the Cardinals, and a good plus money bet there, getting the Cardinals to go over 2.5 runs in that first 5 innings. And then we also cashed it under 7.5 runs. No sweat under 7.5 runs. Talked about it on Payoff Pitch. I didn't care if you did the Nerfy, the under on F3, the under on F5, or the full game under. Like I talked about, all 4 of those bets cashed. That was a game that just didn't matter. Get on the under. We did the full game under, and we got a good cash right there. And then our first moneyline parlay, we're calling it the double play there on the Payoff Pitch, did not come through as the Mets gave up 7 runs in the 7th inning, and that's what they lost by, 7 runs. So otherwise, that score looks like it was a blowout. That game was not a blowout. That game was close the entire way, other than that 7-run 6th inning, actually, I think it was. So anyways, down about a unit on the day, and now down just over 2 units on the week. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm not worried. We still got 4 more days to go, and we've just been ending up just on the wrong side of things. It's going to turn our way, and we've got some good bets today to go ahead and help turn the way and put some profit in our pockets. Before we do that, though, I want to give a shout-out here to a supporter, just to always talk about how great the community of people is here on Winning Bets. We've got just a phenomenal group of people always chiming in with good comments and support and just, hey, hope it's going well, or, whatever it is, or good luck with this bet. Well, we got one of these supporters here. His name's Tim. He's in the golfing industry, and he makes golf ball markers, and he created me a golf ball marker there of the logo and what have you. So super cool there by Tim. I greatly appreciate that, man. That looks really good. I can't wait. You guys know we're moving and moving into our new house. I get an own studio. I'll be out of the master bedroom and into a proper studio. I'm going to find a way to work this in there. Some way this is going to be displayed. I love this. So thank you, Tim, and also thank you to everybody else out there. I think this gesture by Tim just speaks to how great the whole community of Winning Bets is. So thank you to everybody. And again, thank you, Tim. All right, let's go ahead and run through these bets for today. As you guys can see on the thumbnail, big day in Europa League. It's now obviously their return legs in the Europa League. So after today, we'll know the finals of that competition. competition. I'm going to do a little parlay, and I'm going to do it for half a unit, so just half a unit. I'm going to do a both teams to score parlay at plus 194 over at FanDuel. So take both games, take your Rangers versus Leipzig, and take your Frankfurt versus West Ham, do both teams to score in both of those games, drop them in a parlay at plus 194 over at FanDuel, and put a half a unit on that. Why a half a unit? Well, I sit here most of the times and talk about how I don't really know this competition, or maybe I don't really know these full teams that much. So why put a full unit on something maybe you don't know all that much? So that's why half a unit. All right, so why put then any money on these two games? Well, there's something I like about this. This obviously is the second leg, so we know the scenarios. We know that two of these teams come into this situation down a goal. So we know they're going to have to go for it, right? This will, I mean, it could end in a stalemate just because of good defense, but it won't be end in a stalemate due to tactics. There are two teams that are at least going to have to absolutely go for it, so we like that. And then in terms of getting the worst teams, you're getting the worst of the two teams at home. And what do we know at home? Well, it increases your chance to score. Well, in the first leg, you've got Rangers going up against Leipzig. Rangers is certainly the worst team of those two, and you're getting the Rangers at home. So like that crowd, you're going to come out with a good spell. Just look at what you saw, obviously, in Villarreal and Liverpool, right? The home team's going to come out. The home team, when they're down, just like the Rangers are, they're down in this leg. They're the home team. So just think that crowd alone will be able to will them to at least one goal. And of course, then I like Leipzig to certainly find the back of the net. And then the other fixture, I'm going to say Frankfurt is the worst team, although they won the first leg 2-1. But I've seen a lot of West Ham games. I know West Ham can perform better than what they did in that first leg. So that's why I have Frankfurt as the worst of the two teams. And then again, you get Frankfurt at home. I mean, both of these two teams scored, obviously, in the reverse leg. I think both of these two teams will certainly score again today. So I'm going to do a both teams to score parlay in these Europa League games at plus 194. And again, I put a half a unit on that. All right, before I let you guys go, let me go ahead and give you guys a couple baseball bets that I already sent out the tweets on these. These lines were starting to move, so I sent out the tweets rather than waiting for the payoff pitch. I'm doing Shohei Ohtani under 17.5 outs at minus 120 over at Caesars. I did the Twins F5 team total over 2.5 runs at plus 130 over at DraftKings. And then also did the Marlins F5 team total over 1.5 runs at plus 110 over at DraftKings as well. So look forward to talking to you, all three of those bets, obviously on the payoff pitch. We'll talk all three of those bets on the payoff pitch. And then today's double play on the payoff pitch is at plus 300 odds. So got a really nice good one. And that's what we'll do with that other half a unit. So we'll put that other half unit on that nice plus 300 parlay. What is that parlay? Come to the payoff pitch. And then it's a big day also, because right after the payoff pitch, Matt and I will do Between the Post, where we'll talk this weekend's Premier League action. So big day here on the Winning Bets. Glad to be hanging out with you guys throughout this entire day, talking some sports and helping you guys put some coin in your pocket. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys later on. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.